Hello everyone, welcome to Pratibha Tech. In this video, we will solve the problem of the day question on Geeks for Geeks for 30th March 2023. The problem statement for today is minimum integer. This problem is based on arrays and mathematical operations. Let's now open this problem to solve it. Let's go through and understand the given problem statement. The problem statement says you are given an array of size n. Let us denote S as the sum of all integers present in the array. Among all the integers present in the array, find the minimum integer x such that sum is less than or equal to product of number of elements present in the array into that minimum integer x. So we have to find the smallest integer x such that this condition is satisfied, where the sum is actually the summation of all the elements in that array. So the sum should be less than or equal to n into x. So for example, here n is given as 3 and in array it contains 1, 3, 2. So here the output is 2. The explanation it is given here that sum of integers in the array is 6. So if we add 1, 3, 2, we get 6. Since 6 is less than 3 into 2, less than or equal to 3 into 2, therefore 2 is the answer. So if we take other two options, if we take 1 here, then 6 is less than 3 into 1, that is, this condition is false. That's why 1 is not included. 3 is definitely included. 3 will definitely satisfy this condition. That means 6 is less than 3 into 3. That means 6 is less than or equal to 9. But we have to find the minimum among all the integers present in the array. So here two elements are satisfying the condition, 2 and 3. Which one is the minimum? 2 is the minimum. That's why we have taken 2. I hope this is clear. In the second example, here n is equal to 1, a contains only 3. So the output is 3 only, because summation will be 3. So, and here only one element is there. So if you do that n into x, it will be 3 only. So it will be the equal condition matching with this one. So the output is 3 only. So here, to solve this problem, we will use a simple approach to find the minimum integer required to make the sum of all integers in the given array less than or equal to the product of the given integer n and the minimum value from the array. What we will do, we will first initialize a variable called min to the maximum possible integer value. It will then iterate over the array and calculate the sum of all integers in the array. Additionally, we will check whether the product of the minimum value and the given integer n is greater than or equal to the sum of all integers in the array. If it is, then the current element in the iteration is checked. If it is smaller than the current minimum value so far. If it is, update the minimum value to that value. And finally, the function will return the minimum value. So this much only will be the solution for this one. The approach which I have just talked about it. So I have already prepared the solution to save time in typing. Let me copy it here. We'll go through it line by line. So here I have added comments against each line so that it becomes self-explanatory. So here, the way I have explained in the approach, so what we are doing, we are initializing a variable min to the maximum integer value and a variable sum to be 0. Then we iterate through the given array A and add each element to the sum. Then iterate through array A again using this advanced for loop and check if I, that means if any element, that means we are iterating through it and checking that for each element we are calculating the product of n and this value. That means taking each value at a time from this advanced for loop. And we are checking if this p is, then that means this product is greater than or equal to sum. If it is, then we have to find the minimum value. minimum value. So initially the minimum value will be the maximum value that we have initialized here. So if we are getting any condition satisfied here, so that will replace this minimum value. So among this minimum min value which was pointing to the maximum value of integer and the min value which we will get from this array, so whatever is the minimum among these two, that we will assign to min value. So for the next iteration, again it will, whenever this condition is satisfied, so it will check between the new value which we are getting from this array and this minimum value which we have got in current iteration. So among these, whatever is the minimum value, that will get updated again. So after all these operations, we will get what is the minimum value from the array that satisfies that given condition of sum less than or equal to n into x. So whatever is that value, that will simply return it here. Okay, I hope this is clear. So let's take this example only. So here the sum will be 6. So if you are taking one element at a time from this one, so initially we will get 1. So here the n into value will be 1 only. So product is greater than or equal to sum. This condition is false. So it will not update anything. Min value will still be pointing to integer dot max value. Next time we'll get 3 in this value because of this for loop. So now it will do n into val. That means 3 into 3. So we'll get the product 9. So product 9 is greater than or equal to sum. Yes, the condition is true. So now it will do math.min of min value which was pointed to the integer.max value and value we have got 3 this time. So among these two, the minimum value is 3. So min value will be updated to 3. In the next iteration, when val becomes 2, it will again check n into val. That means 3 into 2 is equal to 6. This condition will still be satisfied because this one 6 will be equal to 6 because sum is 6 here, and now we have got n into 2, n into val, that means 3 into 2, that is also equal to 6. So even this condition is satisfied. So now we are checking which is smaller, minimum value from the previous step which was 3 or the current value from this step which is 2. So we got to know that 2 is the minimum value out of these two. So we assign this updated value min val to this one. After that it will again try to go to the next iteration, but we can see that this is the end of all the elements in array A. That's why it will come out and simply return min value whatever we have got the last one. I hope the solution is very clear. This is pretty simple solution. So let's try compiling this code. Oh, again some mistake here. This is the Java code. So here we can see we have got correct output. Let's try submitting the solution. So here you can see we have got all the test cases covered. So this problem has been solved successfully. So here we are talking about this approach. This approach works because if the product of the minimum value and the given integer n is greater than or equal to the sum of all the integers in the array, then there is no need to add any integer to the array to satisfy the condition. In this case, the minimum value in the array itself is sufficient. On the other hand, if the product of the minimum value and the given integer n is less than the sum of all the integers in the array, then adding any integer less than the minimum value will not satisfy the condition. Hence the minimum value itself has to be returned. So if in any case this condition is not satisfied, so what it will get returned? The whatever we have initialized as the min value, that only will get returned. So that this is what it is simply trying to explain it here. So now talking about the time complexity of the solution, it is in the order of big O of n, where n is the length of the input array. This is because the solution iterates through the array twice. once to calculate the sum of the elements and once to find the minimum value that satisfies the condition. The time taken to calculate the sum and the minimum value is proportional to the length of the array. So the overall time complexity is big of n only. Okay, so if you have any doubts related to this solution, then you can comment on this video. Yeah, so that's all in this video. I'll provide the link for this question and even the solution in the description box. Please do check that. That's all in this video. Please like, comment and share the video, and please subscribe to the channel for more such upcoming videos. Thank you for watching.